I was just talking to Katherine. I've got a bit of an addiction to Midsummer Murders. I love the whole idea of finding out who's who at the end of the novel, and this is one that I'll definitely have to read, and this is Found Near Water. I'd like to introduce Katherine Hayton, first-time novel.
Yes, yes.
Exciting.
Yes, I've been writing on and off throughout my life, but I decided last year I turned 40 and I thought, no, this is the year. I'm going to sit down, do it, get it published.
How fantastic.
Yeah.
So you enjoy reading them yourselves?
Yeah.
Yourself, sorry, and you thought, I could do this?
Yeah, I did actually try my hand at writing romance sort of novels for a while, because Mills and Boon sort of thing, I quite like those, but my heroines kept ending up dead, so I thought maybe I'm writing in the wrong genre, so I switched to crime. Comes a bit more naturally now.
Comes naturally crime. That's a good line, isn't it? Now, let's talk about the story, because it is based here in Christchurch.
Yes,
Which is lovely, because you could have taken yourself anywhere. I mean, that's a wonderful thing about writing, you can take yourself anywhere in the world. Yeah. But you did choose Christchurch.
Yeah, so I've actually lived in Christchurch my whole life, so I've travelled around a bit, but this is definitely my home base. I wanted to also incorporate a bit about the earthquakes and things like that, because I know that some of the Christchurch crime writers that we do have out there, they haven't actually been doing the earthquake, and I thought, maybe I could just slip that in there. Okay. But it's mainly told from the point of view of the women who are victims of the criminal who's out there. So it's rather than just following along the police detective lines and trying to work out who did it and following all the clues, it's actually quite an emotional journey. So it's connecting quite a lot with the victims of the crime instead.
Okay, well, can you give us a little taste of the storyline?
Yep, so it starts off with Rena Sutherland, who's the main protagonist in there. She wakes up from a coma. Her 4-year-old daughter has been missing. For 4 days she's been in the hospital, and no one's actually noticed, no one's complained to the police, no one's alerted the police, so no one's searching for her. Oh, goodness. And so I wanted to incorporate that element. So the next thing is she gets assigned a victim support officer, and that's the main driver in the book. She supports her through all the turmoil that she's going through, helps her with her media interviews, you know, like this.
Oh, very good.
And also she's supporting her as the police are bringing her new information, they're following down new leads and all that sort of thing. But the protagonist also runs a support group, and it's for women who have actually lost their children. So some have been murdered, some have been abducted, and her own child has died in a natural disaster. So she runs that group, and so the stories of 6 of those women are also intertwined throughout the main story.
Nice. There's different elements and levels to it, which is really great. Yeah. So now that you've become an author, you've realised a dream, and that's pretty impressive. Last year you decided to do it and you've actually made it happen. Yeah. How do you find balancing life though with writing?
Yeah, it's quite a challenge. Actually, this is a self-published book, so I'm not only trying to write my next book, trying to hold down my full-time job, but I've also discovered that I need to market as well.
Promote,
yeah. 2 weeks ago, I set up my Facebook page, which I've never really used Facebook all that much. But
so
I'm
come to social media.
Up to 103 likes.
Oh, good on you. We can get some more today.
Yeah.
We can get some more today. Excellent.
Yeah, and so I've also been doing a bit of a blog so that people can get some of my writing for free, and if they like it, they can dive on into the paid stuff. Yeah.
Wonderful. So you're making your dream come true. So Found Near Water, will it be a standalone, or can you see yourself going on from
the
characters?
I'm working on a book now which is, it's not following on directly from the story, but it involves some of the same characters. So we'll meet Christine Emmett, who's the victim support officer. She comes into it, and also Eric Smith, or Detective Senior Sergeant Eric Smith. He comes in
on the start of it. Yep.
Yeah, so he makes an appearance in there as well, but it's quite a different story. But looking forward, I'm also thinking about doing sort of like a prequel to it as well.
Oh, cool.
Because prequels are all the rage now.
I know, this whole prequel thing's a trend. God, they did the Star Wars. How's all that?
Yeah.
Now, you're giving away one of the copies today to Found Near Water. Thank you very much for that. So our viewers can go onto Facebook, just like you can go to Facebook to see Katherine as well, and enter there, or you can go and call Marianne on 03 3777 033. Just a quick question too, though. Where can we buy the book? Is it available now?
Yep.
In booksellers?
So it's available. It's online through Amazon.
Amazon.
Yep. And if you want a physical copy, it's also available through Fish Pond.
Fish Pond. It's a great website. Love Fish Pond. It's a bit addictive. Well, it is for me anyway. What's one bit of advice you'd give to, because you're relatively new into the whole writing, what would be one piece of advice you would offer to someone that's thinking about it?
Don't think you're going to make your fortune.
Not yet.
No. I was tweeting the other day that I've made enough to live comfortably for the rest of my life as long as I die on Friday. So
that sounds morbid as a crime novel, really, doesn't it? But I guess that's true. You've got to start somewhere, and I guess the big thing about maybe if it goes to screen, that you could possibly,
that would be wonderful.
I tell you what, well, it's just starting now. We've got these crimes that are happening on, these new programs are starting in New Zealand, but you've got to start somewhere, and I think I applaud you for having the drive to actually do it, and I look forward to your next novel. Found Near Water, that's author Katherine Hayton. Join us after the break. It's about giving away. Give, give, give. We'll see you soon.